Hello, my name is Barbara Bryant. I am with Navigation Games, a nonprofit in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and Orienteering USA, the governing body of the sport of orienteering in our country. And this presentation is about orienteering in schools. This workshop will give you the tools and information that you need to do orienteering in your programs. We're going to try out some really fun activities: clue sheet or animal orienteering, geometric orienteering, and a real orienteering course on the campus of the YMCA in Estes Park. Also hope to talk to you about including orienteering in your programs. The key things that I want to tell you is that, first of all, orienteering is finding checkpoints using a map. It's great for kids. You can get started easily. Kids and teachers love it. We have lesson plans and kits that will help you get started. You can use your own map or connect with Orienteering USA, which has a map making program to help you. These are the demonstration activities that we're doing. We at Navigation Games have worked with a number of schools, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of that. We've worked at the high school level. We do most of our work at the elementary school level. Our flagship program is with the public schools in Cambridge, Massachusetts. We've also worked with Brookline, Massachusetts, school in Needham, Massachusetts, and in Boston. The take-home message is that you can teach orienteering. You are free to use our lesson plans. It takes minimal equipment to get started, and we can help you get a map. Navigation Games is a 501c3. We support school districts and other youth-serving organizations so that teachers can deliver orienteering education. We do curriculum development, make sure you've got the maps and materials you need. We do professional development and demonstration classes, provide consultation and support. Let's talk for a minute about the sport of orienteering. Orienteering is an international sport with an international governing body, the IOF, which arranges championships every year and defines the rules of the game. Orienteering maps are awesome. They are topographic maps with a lot of other information on them that is helpful in deciding how you want to get from point A to point B on or off the trail. Traditionally, orienteering is a forest sport or wilderness sport, but in the past couple of decades, it has really also blossomed as an urban race. Classically, you go to checkpoints in order, but there's another format called score orienteering, where you can go to any number of checkpoints in any order. So there's an added intellectual challenge of choosing that higher level route. And just to emphasize that it is a fun, competitive sport, here's the Cambridge High School team that we started. So our approach to teaching is influenced by a number of things. We're definitely taking orienteering and breaking it down into the different skills that you need and coming up with fun games around that. We were influenced a lot by the U.S. Olympic Committee's American Development Model, which really emphasizes age-appropriate activities and has been adapted by Orienteering USA for orienteering. Since we are outside with kids and developing powers of observation, we've started to tap into environmental education principles, and we also really like taking an experiential learning approach where there's a cycle of doing something, analyzing it, and thinking about what you want to learn next. We took orienteering and broke it down into different skills and then built a progression of fun activities to teach it. Here are some of our activities. This is the set of lessons that we developed with the Needham School. And you can see there's various activities. Each teaches a number of different things and has different learning goals. And with different grades, we get to different of these activities. Boundary run, for example, is one of the first things that we do. You're running the boundary of the play area and working to stay in a single file line and see how well you can follow instructions. Gathering is important so that we can bring kids back from their orienteering if we need to give them further instruction or because it's the end of class. And we turn that into an activity where we measure how well the whole class can succeed. Clue sheet orienteering, you are visiting checkpoints in order, and you're looking for pictures of animals or other pictures in the environment within the boundary. We do the same thing with symbol O, where you can start to learn the map symbols for orienteering maps. And then we get onto real orienteering maps, and this is an example on that Needham School campus where you can see an orienteering course has been laid out. We also use geometric animal orienteering as a stepping stone to understanding the real orienteering maps. So we lay out cones in the geometric shape, and then we have maps using that. We have kids fix the map to show where we've made mistakes on the map and orient the map. And this is an example of a geometric pattern map. And here's a little video, let's see if it works, where we have young children who are doing cloche or map orienteering, and here they get to choose their challenge for whatever they're ready to do. Another way that we bridge the gap to understanding a real orienteering map is with a picture drawing. We have formats Scoro, which we've talked about a little bit, and Poison Scoro, where there are extra checkpoints in the field that are not on your map, and you have to make sure you only visit the checkpoints that are on your map. We actually do use electronic timing sometimes, but you don't need to have anything fancy to check that kids went to the right places. You can do it with stickers. You can do it by having partners that are checking each other or just watching the kids. And ideally, they learn how to check themselves. Compasses are commonly used in orienteering, but in our programs, we start off without compass because we want the children to be able to relate the features that they see around them to the map without adding another complicating feature. And we teach them orienting the map, again, using their knowledge of what's around them. Compasses are super useful, especially if you're in unfamiliar terrain, in order to keep your map oriented. We do map our lessons to Shape America learning standards and other learning standards. We try to bring in the families and connect to them when we can. Orienteering USA has a map-making program that will connect you with a cartographer and provide a grant to support creating a map of your schoolyard or local park. There are workshops offered by Orienteering USA, including basic orienteering and level 1 coaching. And this is that orienteering development model I was mentioning earlier, where at the very earliest stages, experience, explore, and play, that's kind of our sweet spot for navigation games in elementary school. And here are a couple more resources for Orienteering USA. If you're interested in learning more about orienteering, I strongly recommend that you attend an orienteering event. They're super fun. And there are both local and national events that are on these calendars. There are lesson plans and reference material in many places, including at our website, Navigation Games. We've talked about making maps. There's also some free program for drawing courses called Purple Pen, and there are various places that you can get equipment. There are a lot of people that helped Navigation Games create their curricula, and I thank them all.